Hello everyone and welcome back to Enkae Prestige Motors for another vehicle review, and this week we're doing the Volkswagen Golf R that we have in stock here, 2017 model. Just from first impressions, I love the Golf shape. The thing about a Golf R is I love the fact that it keeps its core values, it keeps that core shape and just adds a bucket load of power under the hood. I love the royal blue, upgraded alloys look absolutely fantastic, and the interior looks great as well. So I'm here to put this car through its paces and see how it stacks up against a Mercedes-Benz A35, an Audi S3, a Ford Focus RS, and even a Honda Civic Type R. Moving on to the power aspect of this car's got a turbocharged 2-litre engine that produces 306 brake horsepower, and that doesn't sound too much, but when you think of the fact that it is a Volkswagen hatchback, it's roughly around the same lines as the cars we mentioned before, so it is up there in the power scales. Tops out at about 155 miles an hour, 0 to 62 in just 4.8 seconds, so it's a ridiculously fast car, which is also practical for family life, and it's quite inconspicuous. You wouldn't really know what you're up against until you start hearing the purr of the engine when it's in race mode. Let's have a little look at the inside. So I thought I'd just take you on a little journey, bring you in on the inside because it's too cold to present to camera, so I do apologise. Multi-function steering wheel here, flat bottom as well, obviously being closely linked to Audi. Virtual cockpit, fully virtual, which is fantastic. This centre console is brilliant as well. It's all touchscreen. Obviously you have your full Bluetooth connectivity, you've got phone, you've got sat nav, you've got car apps. It's fantastic and it's all integrated really well, and that's what I do like about the inside. Obviously you've got your drive select, which again is just nice and very Volkswagen Golf. It works very well. It's not too flashy and just works. As well as that, you've got heated seats, little added luxuries as well, and you've got your electric pan roof, which on a rainy day isn't what you want to be seeing, to be fair. You've got the lovely Golf R seats, which again look fantastic in this car. So you've got your drive select as well, so you've got your buttons here, so you've got you can turn traction control off, and then if you press mode here, you can choose your mode. So what I'll do is I'll turn the car on so you can hear the grunt on this engine. Choose your mode, put it into race mode, and you can just hear the vibrations get a little bit louder, and now it has a real grunt on it, and it is just an all-round lovely car in here, and I can see why people think as well it's the perfect family car. So here's the thing, this is very much, as I'm reviewing a car for the first time, which is what I do mainly anyway. When I review the cars, it's pretty much the first time I've driven that specific class or that specific car. This is the first time I've driven a Volkswagen Golf R, period. And you'll know when we watch the charity video that we've done, which will be released on the 1st of January, that I drove a Golf and I loved it, and it was a little workhorse, Pablo, and he was fantastic. But the Golf R is something that really intrigued me, because how can you have so much power in a Golf style that rivals the A35s, the S3s, costs a fraction of the price. Obviously its main competitors are the Civics, the Type R and the Focus RS, but on first impressions I absolutely love the car. It's just so sleek and simple to use. Inside it's a nice enough shape and size for a family car. Obviously it has over 300 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, so it's got the power aspect, and then when you need it for everyday life it's there as well. It's quite luxury, the virtual cockpit, we've got pan roof on this one. I really like the concept of this car, and this is why I was so excited to try and learn a bit more, understand the car and give it a good spin. And yeah, on first impressions I'm loving it. Steering's a bit heavy, that's all I'd say really. The four-wheel drive's amazing, sticks it to the road. The chassis, you can feel it working underneath you. Suspension's quite nice as well, even though this car's more lowered than the usual Golf model. You don't really feel that, and it just feels like a normal car on the inside with that added luxury. It doesn't feel like, you know, you've got to be a certain type of person to have it, which I know some people feel like they do need to have to get things like a luxury Mercedes and stuff like that. Nice small hatchback, and the hatchback range I love anyway. And it's fantastic. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to pop this car into sport mode. I'm going to figure out how to do it. Here we go. Oh, it's not sport mode because you're in a Volkswagen, it's race mode. Can you hear that? Normal, race. Can you just feel everything? Can you just hear that engine just purring a little bit more? Eco, race. Steering stiffened up, and I'm quite excited to drive it. I'm quite excited because it just feels, on the inside, it just feels like a normal car. If anyone doesn't really read the back of your car, they'll come up next to you and they'll think, yeah, I'll have this easily. Wow! Can you hear that? Oh my Gideon, that is good. You can definitely feel the performance factor, and I was in two minds. I didn't know whether it was going to give me the feeling that an A35, A45, S3 can give, but it can, and Volkswagen have got it really spot on. The car just sticks to the road. You can feel it in that steering. Suspension's working overtime to keep you in the centre of the car. That's so fun, and I think that's the main argument. Because I was wondering, why would you choose a Golf R over a GTI? And it's mainly just the power aspect, isn't it? But I thought coming into it I was going to struggle to convince myself that this car would be worth it, or that it's worth the purchase. But after a few minutes in it, it's just fantastic. That engine sounds phenomenal. It just goes. The car sends you, and that instant acceleration, I don't think it's rivaled by many cars. You turned up in this, not many people would bat an eyelid, so you'd probably be inconspicuous to the non-car enthusiasts, but then it'll cover all those bases, and the in-car entertainment is fantastic, and you know what you're getting, and you know what it's doing. And then when you want a bit of time to yourself, or a little bit like that, you just flick it into race mode and put your foot down, and you get that. Oh my god, the exhaust sounds unbelievable. And for the price as well that we've got it up at, it's just done over about 45,000 miles, up for under £30,000. You can pair that with an
A35 S3, or an S3 of this range, and it's probably a little bit cheaper to get the Golf. It's all about the person, I feel. It's all about who you are and what you want from a car. I can't say to anybody, go for this car, go for that car, because at the end of the day, it's what everybody wants and what they look for. One more? Alright, one more. Ah! So that is the end of my review of this 2017 Volkswagen Golf R. Special car. It really was a pleasure to review this, and I can see why people go for it now. It's got a lot of similarities to the Audi range as well, obviously being the same company, but yeah, it's so good. The inside, it's got just enough luxury to please the people who love that side of the car, and it's got a hell of a lot of power to please that aspect of a car driver as well. And yeah, I thoroughly understand why people go for Golf Rs, because yeah, these are so good. I hope you've enjoyed my review of it. It's very reactionary because it's my first time driving one as well, and it did give me that feeling. Do you know that feeling when you just think, it's so fun? And that's how it came across to me, and I hope I got that across to you as well. What other cars do you think we should review? Let us know in the comments down below. What would you pit this car up against? Would you go for this car? If you would go for this car is available from Enkae Prestige Motors. Give us a call, check out on our website, and we'll sort you out. Our sales team, very helpful. They will go the extra mile just for you. All further ado, I think that's it. So thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you are new around here, and we shall see you next time.